Hey, I've got a really quick thought for you today. Read a passage from Ecclesiastes 3, and it says, "There is a time for everything, and a season for every activity under the heavens. A time to be born, and a time to die. A time to plant, and a time to uproot. A time to kill, and a time to heal. A time to tear down, and a time to build. A time to weep, and a time to laugh. A time to mourn, and a time to dance. A time to scatter stones, and a time to gather them. A time to embrace, and a time to refrain from embracing." That's our lockdown one. "A time to search, and a time to give up. A time to keep, and a time to throw away. A time to tear, and a time to mend. A time to be silent, and a time to speak. A time to love, and a time to hate. A time for war, and a time for peace." I've been reflecting on these words this week, just thinking about how there's these different times for all seasons, whether that's a time for embracing or not embracing and social distancing, whether that's a time for weeping and mourning or a time for laughing and joy. And it doesn't talk about any wrong time or right time, it just talks about different time. And through this season, I don't know about you, but I've faced a whole load of different times. We've had times of joy and real celebration as a family. We've had times of real sadness and upset. We've had times of isolation and loneliness, and it's been a really weird set of times. But like it says, there's not a right time or a wrong time. Actually, I think the thing that God's been really putting on my heart this week is to embrace the time and the situation you're in and see where He is and what He is doing in the midst of that. So I don't know whether for you today you are in a time of joy, and actually it's a case of going, "God, I thank you that you are faithful. I thank you that you are in the midst of this, and we thank you for the good things you've done." Maybe this opening up of the country and things is a real hopeful moment for you. Or maybe today you're full of fear and uncertainty as to what's coming next. And actually today in this time, it's a case of coming before God and going, "God, in this time, in this moment, I don't know what's going on. I feel uncertain and I need your presence with me." I don't know whether this is a stressful time for you and actually you need God to bring you real peace, or actually even if this has just been a moment of real peace and tranquility, and this time has been a moment to be able to stop and be with God. I think the beautiful thing is that God gives us moments. Every day we have a moment, and in each moment we have the choice to choose life or death, choose blessing or curses. And actually, I would just love to encourage you today, in the midst of whatever time you are in that whole list there, that today you would choose life instead of death. Choose to turn to God instead of turning away. That's my little encouragement and little thought for you. Have a great day.